Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the team analysis. This time I can make a proper team analysis. Not like before that I had to put it inside the battle. Anyways, how are you doing? How are you feeling today, huh? You feeling like a little bit of team building, you know? You feeling like that? Well, there you go. There it is. The team building video. I am here ready to bring you week 2 of the PPL teams building analysis. And I got a team ready. It's a very strange matchup and I'm about to be interrupted. Wait a second. Alright, sorry about that. Interruptions. When you live with a lot of people at home, it happens. Anyways. So I have my team ready. We are facing Onezi Bayonet against the AS Monferno. I think that should be for what is the team? The football team is AS Monaco, I think. And he has a pretty spooky thing. He has some things that are actually very scary for me. Oh, Jesus. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit tired very early in the morning. But I do have a decent matchup against him, but it's not. I don't have an advantage, and it has some things that can hurt me. So I decided to bring the best squad of mons as I could have, I think. And the squad is actually this one. First thing, we do have Weeaboo. He's back from the first week. And we're running this time a very offensive set. Modest to hit on switches, very hard with Hyper Voice, Shadow Ball, Focus Plus, HP Fire, and Max Speed just to get some speed going. With that 100 base speeds after he Mega Evolves, we can outspeed or speed tie with a lot of things in his team. So I very like this spread. Hyper Voice, of course, you gotta have that on Gardevoir. Like, there's no way I'm not bringing that. And I do have Shadow Ball for the Victini, just in case he tries to bring like a specially defensive set. Or like a Solvest set. Shadow Ball will start doing damage against Victini on the switch ins and such. So it's always good to have that. I do have Focus Blast just in case he decides to bring a Solvest Regirock too, or any type of Regirock, because Shadow Ball, Hyper Voice, and HP Fire doesn't hurt it that much, and it's always nice to have some neutral coverage move in there. Plus, I didn't know what other move to put in Gardevoir. And last but not least, we do have HP Fire, just in case he brings the obvious special defensive for Assault vs Cavalier too. It do hit KOs it, so he can't really switch that in. And Gardevoir is decently bulky when in Mega Evolve, so he can take a Pursuit if he goes for it, if I need to switch. So there you go. Sorry about that, I'm feeling a little bit sick. Nothing new on this channel. But yeah, this is the Gardevoir set. Hopefully we'll be putting some work against Onezi's team. The only thing that can really take hits from these is, well, decently, is Spadef Zapdos. But if I get Rocks up, and it's a 2-hit KO if we switch that in, so it's not an easy thing to do. By Onezi. So I think Gardevoir is again a good mon this week, because it just does well, man. It just does well. The second mon is the classic mixed defensive Hippo, but this time I'm running Toxic on it, and there's a very reason. There's a strategy I do have with this team. I've realized that Onezi doesn't have any reliable heal battler. The only heal battler he has, or aromatherapy user, is actually Bayleaf, which I don't think he will be bringing, because I do have several things that can destroy it, or can set up on it. I do have Golbat, I do have Snorlax that can set up easily on that, Cobalion too. So yeah, that's just the thing I'm thinking. So I do have Earthquake, Toxic for the Zapdos, or anything that he wants to switch in basically. Except Suicune, of course, because it normally has rest. But we do have answers for Suicune, you'll see. So the plan with this team is actually to toxic with several mons that have toxic, you will see, and start lowering his HP down with stealth rocks and the toxic, and then cleaning game after with my with a lot of coverage mons, with mons with a lot of coverage basically. So yeah, would you have hip out on here? Next mon is very important for the team. It is Entei, Sacred Fire, E-Speed, Stone Edge, and again, Toxic. I do carry the Toxic for the Regirock. I think it could be a option if he decides to bring that in. I don't think he will, but just in case he does, I have to prepare for everything. Or force Suicune to rest if I Toxic it. So that's also nice. It's very important to have Entei like that. Priority, of course, nice with extreme speed, HP, fire burns, adamant nature, it hits like hell, it does damage. So Entei is very important this battle, and it has 4 EVs in HP, because if I don't put those, I will have even HP, and that will be bad. And this has a very crucial paper on the team, and it's very important. If he brings offensive Whimsicott with Life Orb, I will be in serious trouble if I don't have Entei or these and a good amount of HP. So I do want to have both options open. Whimsicott is very scary, so the plan is on this to get Toxics around, but also deal with Whimsicott. Now, this dog has to survive while Whimsicott is alive, basically. One Whimsicott dies, the paper of Entei, it's way more chill, I guess. And to help the survivability, I do have Citrus Berry, just in case he decides to set up rocks, or I took some damage during the battle. He will not be expecting. I can do some mind games against him, so maybe he thinks I am a expert belt or any other item. He will not know the item I am until I pop my Citrus Berry up. And the only objective that I have is to make this live longer, basically. And I think Citrus Berry is a good option more than Lefties, because Lefties doesn't really... well, it does give the passive recovery, which is nice, but it shows what item I am immediately. So I don't want that. I do want to play some mind games, and I just need to be able to take one hit from Whimsicott if I'm at low HP, or try to be at max HP as possible during the battle, and a recovery boost of 25% is always nice. I think this set has been working in my practice matches more than a offensive item like Muscle Band or any other thing. So I'm pretty happy with Citrus Berry. You guys, it was a pretty good idea. It really helps the survivability of Entei. Last, the next, not last, mon is Starmie. And you've seen this Starmie has 4 attacks, Expert Belt, Analytic, Max Speed, Max Special Attack. Doesn't have Rapid Spin. Why do I not have Rapid Spin if I have Entei? I've seen his team. His only way to remove rocks on his whole squad is Zapdos. And of course Mega Sable if he has a Magic Belt, but that's alright. I'm not too scared about Mega Sable because I do have Mega Gardevoir. Entei heats it pretty hard, I can't get burnt. So that's nice. And yeah, that is a set. The Expert Bell set is actually quite nice. The move set of choice is Surf, Ice Beam, Dazzling Gleam, and Grass Knot. I will explain everything right now. Surf, of course, Stab. I don't have Psychic Stab because I think it's not that useful this week, since I don't know, I think the Water Stab is way better this week. And the plan on these is if I had rocks up, these actually can kill Zapdos if I go for Surf on the switch in with rocks and then go for Ice Beam afterwards. I can actually do some serious damage to Zapdos. I have to be really careful about his Cavalier though. But we can play around that. I think Hippo can take hits from that all day. Poliwrath also. So that's pretty nice. We have a couple of switch-ins for that. We have Analytic Nature, just to hit harder on the switch-ins. And yeah, then we do have Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam is quite important because it's of Kyurem, which is a pretty spooky threat against me too. You know, it takes ice beams like it's nothing, and it's always nice to have Dazzling Gleam just to hit that hard, and also Mega Sableye if it's getting low on HP. So Starmie this time is not going to be rapid spinning. I trust Onazi to defog the rocks on my side on his own at some point of the battle with its Zapdos. So it's very important that I get rocks, basically. I don't think I will try to live with Hippo unless he brings Mega Sableye. But if he doesn't bring Mega Sableye, I'm definitely living with Hippo and setting up rocks immediately. So yeah. And last move is Grass Knot. Ugh. Why do I have Grass Knot instead of like Energy Ball? Grass Knot is for what's called, I don't remember the name of the dog, the legendary Suicune. Suicune is very fat, very tall Pokemon, so Grass Knot actually hurts him a lot, even after a Calm Mind. In a moment of in a bad moment of the battle, if something goes wrong, this thing will do damage against Suicune, even though I do have these last two Pokemon that are pretty good answers against it. So yeah, Grass Knot for Suicune if he brings it. Very cool thing to have around. And it hurts. It also hurts Regirock for some reason. Like, if he predicts me to go for Surf, but I actually go for Grass Knot and I can catch a Suicune on the switches if he brings both, that will be fantastic. Then we do have a very nice set. It is. I don't know if I want to change the spread a little bit, because let me check. 151. Yeah, it reaches 151, which outspeeds Jolly non-scarfed Sock if he brings it. So I'm gonna keep this set. This is an interesting set. We have Thunderbolt, Leaf Storm, Volstreach, and Psychop. This is the magnificent stop for Suicune if he decides to set up. I can set up along him, and T-Ball does a lot of damage to Suicune. Leaf Storm, of course, does even more damage, and it's one of the stops for Suicune, and it's also it takes decently hits from defensive Whimsicott, so it could work for that, get momentum with on a Whimsicott with Volstreach if it needed to be. And yeah, Psychop, if I can get some Calm Minds, if you can get some Calm Minds and I sack them up, a Ice Beam will not be hurting me too much, because Rotom is actually decently bulky on the special side. You know, Rotom's always takes hits, especially after some Psychops, and I can destroy him with a T-Bolt or a Leaf Storm right after it, and get a Rotom with a good amount of HP and nice setup boosts. So the Psychop is very nice. I'm very excited for that. So yeah, this is Rotom. Let's hope it works. It can work in other situations. If Sableye also has Calm Mind, we can Psych Up as well and do some nice damage with T-Bolt and such, or get in a very strong Volstreach into another mon that can actually hurt it, like Entei, after getting, yeah, very good damage with Volstreach. So this is here to take on Calm Mind, Mega Sableye, and Calm Mind Suicune. And if he decides to bring the classic Croagunk with just a Water Stab, we do have our friend here, Poliwrath, with Water Absorb, of course, that can basically stop it. Like, you see the set, it is a little bit strange. The set is basically Circle Thrown, Poison Jab, Toxic as well, and Bulk Up. As I said, no healing, no status recovering, so Toxic will be nice to be spreading, since Poliwrath will be forcing Suicune to switch, and they can bring Zapdos or Whimsicott on this. I do have a moveset prepared for that. Circle Throw is to be circle throwing around his team if I can get my rocks up or stop setups, which is nice for Suicune if he has more than Skulls to attack me, but you know, it's a possibility in league format. We do have also Poison Jab, just in case he dares to switch into offensive Whimsicott on this, thinking that he resists my dual stabs. I do have Poison Jab on that. That actually OHKOs Whimsicott, especially if it's a offensive form. This set is especially defensive, as you can see. It takes, if it's a good amount of HP, it takes a Moonblast and a Giga Drain and OHKOs back with Poison Jab. If it decides to go the toxic, the stalling route with Suicune, I can always go for Volcarona on it and set up all along him, along with him. So it's also nice to also boost my defenses with Volcarona. And you know, toxic, I already said that it's just for switching around. So yeah, it can take hits also from Scavalier and then Circle Throw him out, which is also nice to have if I get my rocks up too. This set is also made for stopping, for stopping the Kyurem, which is also pretty fucking scary. Even on the special defensive, I take a lot of damage from Kyurem. So, yeah, I can resist Ice Beams well, Flash Cannons, Earth Powers well, and just Toxic hits. He decides to go for the stall routes, break the subs with Circle Throw. I'm pretty sure I can. If not, I will change some IVs until in the next battle anyways. But I'm pretty sure I can. Unless it's like max defense, max HP, which will be kind of strange, but we'll see about that. So yeah, this takes a Draco, takes like 53%, and then plus lefties and such, we can start recovering HP. And of course, Water Immunity, I can switch on Suicune all day, baby. So yeah, what do you think of the team? Do you like the team I have ready for this week? I think it's decently okay. I just need to play my cards right and not waste Entei or God of War, and don't waste Starmie either, and do the things I need to do on the appropriate time. So I don't know. What do you guys think? It was. It's pretty. I don't know. I feel good with this team, but it's pretty scary, especially if he brings offensive Whimsicott actually. But the team I'm predicting him to bring is Victini, Mega Sableye, Zapdos, Escavalier, Whimsicott, and Kyurem. I actually don't expect him to bring Suicune or Regirock, but I am prepared for them anyways, because I do prepare for the whole team, not just for the team I think he's going to bring, because then I will be screwed. So yeah, Victini, Mega Sableye, Zapdos, Escavalier, Whimsicott, and Kyurem. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the team he's going to be bringing? Tell me your thoughts about the team, or anything, or what results do you expect on the battle? And let's see if we can bounce back from the loss of the first week, and we can start winning for a goddamn time. I've been Frank, and that's just it, babies. I'ma see you next time. Bye bye.